Last week we could only generate one troop on the screen. Now we have made progress that we could generate player troops and enemy troops onto the screen. When I click this button, multiple player troops are generated, and when I click this button, multiple enemy troops are generated. This is easily scalable and will allow us to make multiple enemies. We have also locked the frame rate of this game to avoid much lag, much drop in frame rate, and Moid has been working on collision detection. However, we have not been able to integrate that so far, since that deals with the attack points, and we haven't added attack points into the game yet.
Hello, this is Ghani Adar. For this video, I've worked further on troop factory classes for enemy and player troops. For that, I have made buttons in-game screen, namely CSO button for player and enemy CSO button. Other than that, I've worked in game screen creating those buttons. This is a CPC file. Uh, Creating those buttons now allow me to create troops in-game screen.
The main task that I worked on this week was the animation class, so we decided to make a separate class for dealing with sprites that can be animated. Hence, I changed the troop class, the button class, and the throwable class in order to adapt to this class, and these classes are now inheriting from animation. The animation handler, with help from polymorphism, now deals with every single thing other than the screens, and the position attribute and the move attribute has been shifted from troops to the animation class. This provides additional functionality to the button class, which can now be animated.
In video games, people prefer locking the frame rate to achieve better gameplay, so I have locked the frame rate to 60 FPS. Locking the frame rate over here is useful because, for example, it runs on my computer at 60 FPS, but for another much faster computer, it may run at probably 200 FPS. That would show that the gameplay is extremely fast. Here's the code for locking the frame rate, and here's the code for calculation of the frame rate. So over here the frame rate is being displayed. Next, uh, I integrated my team members codes, so which were divided from screens, troop animation, and troop generation. This was difficult since my team members had written code based on their parts, so integrating led to many include errors, and in some cases functions were missing. So here you can see that the integration is working.
So that is all for this week. What you can expect next week is that the game will be fully playable with the students as currency that you can use to buy the troops. While making this game, we had to cut a lot of things out of our plan and simplify things while still making the game playable and fun. We hope to see you in the next video where we show a playable version of the game. See you then.